morning guys, welcome. The National Forest, I'm in the National Forest again. New area, totally scoping it. I did come to this area, but I didn't come up this area, if you know what I mean. So we're in scope mode, and we've also in gadget mode. I've got a new gadget to show you, but I'll show you that in a bit. First of all, let's get some images. Come across this lovely scene. What's nice about this bit of woodland is we've got these fantastic rock formations within the trees, within the woodland, within the forest. It's fantastic. Reminds me a little bit of Padley Gorge type thing, but we're at the gorge. Certainly sort of Peak District area, even though we're not. We're on the border of Nottinghamshire and Leicestershire. I've come across this scene, and what caught my eye was just this little bend in this tree and the foliage with these rocks surrounding it basically. So I'm trying to capture an image of that. We are getting a bit of sky in. It is what it is. I've gone up as high as I can. I may be able to move forward a bit and do that. But really, I'm just going to work this scene. And then if the image works out well, I'll show you that now. It's like being in the jungle. There's not a breath of wind. It's making it a little bit sweaty. But by God, have I come across a nice scene. It's beautiful. I'm going to call it dysfunction. That's all I can think of, dysfunction. And it's very green as well, but we got characters, and the dysfunctional characters, from these straight trees to these gnarly ones, the over branches, one left, one right. It's dysfunction. There's no order. It's the chaos of it that draws me to it, and a little bit of ambient light coming through. It's a beautiful, beautiful scene. Now I've took one shot. I took two shots actually, very similar, just trying to change it a little bit. What I'm thinking, I might just squeeze a pano in. The reason why I'm going to probably do a pano is because I can chop a fair bit of that sky out. Really, I want to be a lot higher to get the shot, just to cut out some of them highlights. Just a little bit too many highlights. It's not too bad. It's not too bad. I'm not going to moan. But I do like it. I do like the scene. I think it's beautiful. I can just imagine the process, the editing process, and what the end result will be. Some of the B-roll that you've seen is with the new gadget, and that is this little thing that I've been sent to by Aochuan, can't pronounce the name. And it's the Smart Xpro gimbal. Now, I'm not a gimbal person. I've got another gimbal and it's fantastic, and I'd use that more for my corporate work and things like that. But this, for the vlogging and things like that, is superb. And it's superb because it's small. There's many features on this that I really like that would make me use this a lot. how compact it is. That's the first thing. I really like how compact it is. Now it folds up and I can just shove it in my pocket. It's fantastic. That's one thing I like about it. It comes with a little tripod thing that you screw on the end. Let me just get it out of my pocket. So you got the tripod that screws on the end there. So you can set that up, and it's probably a little bit better to hold as a selfie and things like that. So that's the first feature, is how small it is, how compact it is. The second thing is it's a quick fold out, done, job done. That's easy, literally fold out and lock it back in. So the next feature I like is, let me just open it back out, is the actual battery in it. The battery is replaceable as well, so you can get replaceable, you get another battery for it, which is fantastic. That's magnetically held on, by the way, so works quite well. You can get a little wrist strap on there. So having a second battery is handy. And talking about batteries, if I put my phone on and switch that on there, like so, it's just hold and press, and it's on. Obviously it comes with an app that you can use, which is really good, and there's loads of features on there that are really handy. But what I like about this is, if we press and hold the record button for a certain length of time, it's then got a wireless charger that can charge the phone. That is massive for me, because I always worry about the phone discharging. So it's a power bank. But obviously we've got the light on there. A quick press of the power button and the light comes on, and then I think we press it again and it gets darker and whatever, or lighter. So it's got a light on there, and it's also got a magnetic light somewhere, which I'll put in my bag, that we can stick on the top here as well. So that's an extra thing as well. It's got tracking mode on it. I'll just show you the tracking mode. Draw around the subject, which is you guys, press record, and then if I move around, that should track the camera as I'm moving around. Now I've set this so the gimbal's a little bit smoother, and obviously the settings in there that you can set to work that. The only thing I would say with the tracking is it doesn't work in slow-mo, which is a gutter. So maybe they could update the app to work it in slow-mo. That would be handy. I think the battery can last up to 7 hours. Obviously if you're charging your phone, all this, that and the other, it's not going to do that using the light. But yeah, still really handy. Just handy to have in your bag as a power bank. It's no heavier than my power bank that I carry. So I think I will carry this in my bag just as a power bank, and then if I want to use it, I use it. If I can use it as a bit of B-roll, I've got it in there. If I can show you the functionality of it. So again, tracker mode, press the little tracker icon, do object, draw around the object, and then that will track that as we move, like so. So that'll track that. As you can see, it's locked onto the subject, which is my camera, taking that lovely scene behind there. So it's still trying to track as I'm talking to you. So it's still tracking my camera there, as you can see. It's still tracking. So we'll just knock that off. Works very similar to the DJI and the drone, how it tracks, which is really good. It's got umpteen different settings for different, where it locks the gimbal, etc. I'm not going to go through them. I think it's got about 6 different settings. Let's have a look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Got 5, 6 settings. Let's put it back on PF, and that just basically locks the gimbal in the horizontal orientation there. Now the other thing we can do, if we double press quick, it'll put it into TikTok mode. If we triple tap this little joystick here, we go into, let me press record, we go into Inception mode, which is pretty cool if you like that type of thing. That's in slow-mo as well, so it will work in slow-mo. And if we do a double tap, it just relocates everything, sets it all back into the starting position of the gimbal. You know what? Like I say, I'm not really a gimbal person with carrying all this stuff, but if I wanted to get rid of that camera and just use my phone as a little bit of a lightweight walk around the woods, let's say, then this would be the tool for me. So as I'm talking to you now, I've got it locked on, so whether it's working or not, I don't know, I honestly don't know. But I'm trying to move it around just to show you the lock-on mode. It's fantastic, I love it, it's brilliant. Oh, it locks on really nice. What I would suggest you do is you go into the settings and slow everything down. It's a bit too quick when you open it out of the box. That is the gimbal. I really do think it's fantastic. Some of the modes, it's got lock mode, it's got all the different ones, I don't know, back to releasing it all. What I would say, it is a bit limited in the gimbal, sort of, it's only, I think it's only a 70-degree tilt or something like that, which is a little bit limited. 120-degree pan. You can set it so you can use it on a time-lapse, slow-mo time-lapse, and you can set a starting point and then end point. That's fantastic. That's more on the app that you work with, so that's really good. That works really well. Price-wise, it's under £100 or under $100. Certainly is at the minute. I think it was £80 last time. That is amazing. For what you get, the quality. It's a little bit sort of plasticky, but it's lightweight. What do you want? What do you want for your money? I honestly think it works well. What it's like in the future, I don't know. Let's try and see what we can find within this woodland. And any more B-roll, or most of the B-roll, I will use that, but most of the B-roll will be from the gimbal. So I hope you like it. Oh guys, I found a shot that I really do like, or a composition that I really like, and there's you know what, there's a lot of mess there, but it almost creates, that mess blends in with each other, if that makes sense to you. And I'm going to soften the background. Just switch the bracket off. I'm going to soften the background so it really brings the tree what I want to focus on, which is this overhanging tree. Lovely backlit shot. The actual tree itself is silhouetted with these lovely lime green foliage around it. There's another tree onto the left. It's just a beautiful, beautiful scene. But behind you, we've got this fantastic rock formation as well. And I've been grabbing a couple of shots of that, put the long lens on. Wow, there's an oak just growing out the rock formation there. It's just fantastic. I literally could spend hours here. I haven't got the time, but if I had the time, I'd spend hours here. Just this little square meterage. Unbelievable, beautiful. The rock formations we've got here are just something else. So I'm on my way back now, and I've come across, actually recognise where I am, which is amazing considering it's a new wood wall. But I've come across this beautiful scene, the light's coming through the canopy, lighting up this little tree. Don't know what type of tree it is. I've not got a clue. It's almost a little bush. It's a little tree, but it's small compared to all these other giants around it. But it's really the ambient light that's hitting it. It really is beautiful side backlight coming through it, making for a beautiful scene. If we come a little bit wider, then maybe I can incorporate the path. I'm not sure if I want to, but I'm going to work this for a little while, and I'm finished. Then I'm going to head home. I need to head home. I've been in here 2 hours. I need to head back. I hope you enjoy this shot. It's a beautiful scene, like I say. And I've had to come over a little bit to try and just crop that highlights of the sky. I might even lift it and do a little bit of work. It's probably spend 10 minutes here anyway, getting the composition right, because it's worth it, because it's a beautiful, beautiful shot. A beautiful scene. Okay, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this. See you soon.